Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to 2 Point Museum, where today, in order to succeed, we must put all of our hard work in front of the most important and powerful person ever to live, the mayor. And I don't know if the rest of this stuff is going to be necessary to get the high rating from the mayor. Activate buzz bonuses, display exhibits at high maximum knowledge with high decoration ratings. Obviously, the word high does not. I read that word more times than it's there. Our knowledge bonuses are not awesome, but aside from that, we're in like pretty good shape overall. I'm actually going to go ahead and call the mayor now. Let's just see what happens.
The plants are not talking to you.
If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We can fire it again, I'm sure. Is that the mayor? Is that the mayor right there? I don't think that's the mayor, probably.
Announcement. Analysis complete.
Alright, the Sharp on Tops was deconstructed, which is great news, taking us up to, I believe, rank 11 now. Rank 11 knowledge about prehistory, blah blah blah. We do need to go and get some more skeletons to throw in the knowledge of fire, and that'll totally be a thing that we focus on once we get these people back from the XP area. Are you the mayor? You can be the mayor. Vince White.
That was a close one.
Vince White saw a cave person. That's pretty great. Yeah, the fact that we have so many professors walking around is going to help with our knowledge levels, because we do get some free knowledge boost from that. I don't know if the mayor's here. I've missed him already. Apparently 20% of the way through the visit. Can I click on you and just jump? He's currently headed toward the Flapidactyl. So over here, the mayor. Nope, that's a guy from outer space. That's a different guy from outer space. The Flapidactyl. Is he in the tour? He might be in the tour. I think this could be our mayor right here, Isabel Rawhide. The thing is, I'm sure the mayor's like trying to be incognito, right? I'm sure it's tricky stuff. Oh, look at that! That kid's got one of our dinosaur ones he's on. He doesn't want me. The mayor doesn't want me targeting him and strategically grabbing them and pulling them back and forth to the various
There's a camera in here.
the various stat generating objects, but we'll get them. All right, so we know how this one works. This is pretty straightforward. 350 bonus XP. Now the real question is, how does this compare? Does this one also give... I mean, at first it seems like it gives a lot more upfront XP. So that's something. And then also 350 bonus XP. Okay. So it's probably better to use the thing that is specifically aimed at your expert type if you can. A lot of people looking for a knowledge board over here. And it is true, we don't really have... there's room enough for me to throw like one info stand in right here. But it's pretty, yeah. It's pretty tight space. Armandu Tornado. So, it's just a space enthusiast. Is that what the cheesemongers don't look like that, right? Aren't the cheesemongers yellow, folks? I don't know. Anyway. So we were trying to get to at least level 20 on that one point of interest so that we could use the cheese to push past the level 30 punishment. Do we have that available yet? If I were to bring you and you, and yeah, we should be at exactly enough. And so with the cheese. Oh, wait, was that a seasonal? Okay, it looks like it was a seasonal concern. And so it turns out we've managed to deal with the possession even with just raw numerical strength. So let's go take some stuff. Let's go get some things here. Janitor, it doesn't matter which level 7 janitor it is, and I suppose probably we ought to leave the one with the extra piloting skill back home. I guess just survey scan, right? Like dinosaur bones, natural spirits, famous spirits. Well, so the famous spirit and the dinosaur bones are always going to come in at the same rarity no matter what, but it will matter for the regular spirit. Yeah, all right. That was pretty expensive, and it's going to take them about 1 billion years to come back. Other people are just going to get random skeletons. Helicopter damage, somewhat unavoidable during the summer, it's looking like, which is a real shame. Do we want to push? I don't think I want to send Bill Eggman because I want to have Bill Eggman. I want to send him to the other node. Well, I guess if we don't do that now, yeah, that other helicopter is going to be gone forever, right? So actually, let me get Bill Eggman back on one of these.
Don't believe in aliens are asked to prepare themselves.
Yeah, people who don't believe in aliens are going to have a real weird experience in in our museum. So, photosynthesizer. This might be a fun project to build. Just keep pushing the museum up here. We have a nice botany exhibit. We can maybe tuck the photosynthesizer into like the back area here. Mayor is on his way to the old Smackavool, so we're here. Maybe you. That could be a mayor. Looks a little bit young, but it could be a Ben from Parks and Rec kind of situation, maybe.
Security guard, empty donation stand.
Listen,
There's money in it for you.
2 Point County seems like a place where whimsical things happen in local government. It's just a vibe, it's a feeling I have. Even this kind of takes forever. Remember short expeditions? Remember when sometimes an expedition would be short? I used to go to the bathroom so badly. So in order to push up to 10, if we're getting about 650 per, close to 700 XP per, it is going to be a couple more runs. You're high 8 now, is that right?
Museum security.
I'm doing a very bad job of clicking on you.
You feel safe?
Wait, do you not need to go to the bathroom? Was that not desperately needs toilet, which just went and sat down on the couch in the break room? Not that I'm trying to like creep on you while you're doing your thing, but I kind of want you to do your thing so that we can get you back out there. So for the moment, I'm just going to tack this at the end. Just a fun little toy. It's got to do with plants. There's not room for it really. No, there's not room for it really over here. The mayor's visit is 100% visitor destination, the Snowy Howl Skeleton. That's interesting. I wonder why. Because it's kind of in the middle of the museum. It's not where I was expecting you to be at this point. We're kicking ass, it turns out, on our botany collection. It is truly exceptional, and if you're not careful, it'll turn you into a clown. We should absolutely set up a tour over here for some of this stuff, but it's hard to know. Like, if we just do a tour for the stuff that's just space. Just the space stuff. I don't want to, like, completely kill pathing. There's one problem. There's not a lot of space over here. But this people got room, I think. Okay. Yeah, if we just do the stuff that is outer space type stuff. Come over here and grab this, because if we include anything else, we're gonna get a degradation on our cohesion. That's like an okay tour. I'm surprised that the average quality is epic, because isn't this group, it's entirely pristines except for this last one. And weirdly, that does make for a much better quality tour, even though the total buzz is considerably lower. Well, okay, I mean, if that's how people are about it. I think the donation they give at the end is based on the star level of the tour, not any of the other numbers, which obviously are, used to calculate the star number. Okay, our experts should now, hopefully, be done going to the bathroom. So actually, no, you're higher up than I thought you were. Okay, this should be the last one then. Bill Eggman should from here get to level 10.
Coming at you in a non-threatening manner. Only on 2 Point Radio. Today will be...
Very few exhibits at maximum knowledge, They're right. When they're right, they're right. An example to establishments everywhere. Solid. No reward.
The museum's scientific facilities are not open to guest inquiries.
Well, unfortunately, that is maybe the most annoying possible result.
The expedition team are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
So, yeah, I wonder how many things we have to push up to maximum, because we've got a lot of things that are... even if we have one copy of a lot of different exhibits, then obviously pushing things to maximum requires us to go get between 2 and 4 additional copies of each of those exhibits, which is somewhat problematic.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act.
Okay, what else do we want? Is there a device that we can sort of mess with this with? Cure staff illnesses. Store guest thoughts to accelerate training. That's kind of a cute idea, but yeah, I'm wondering if there's something we can do to sort of beam knowledge into our guests' heads. I don't know if that's going to solve this problem. It totally might not. Yeah, probably not. I probably just need to bring home exhibits and then throw them in the knowledge orator.
The shop has low prices. It's the gift that keeps on gifting.
Which we're totally going to do. As soon as we stop leveling up this nerd. Yeah, look at our museum ratings here. We are fucking crushing it. People love this museum.
On the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team. Have returned safely.
Okay,
Also good news.
so Bill is going to get in here and get a second level of rapid restoration, which we need for a node. And then while that's happening, this is the time where we go and we get, some extra stuff. So it would be best if we could send somebody who had that thing, but sadly we do not have anybody who has that thing, so XP up. In theory, it's probably a good idea to train somebody on piloting skill and then have them do these really speedily. But honestly, it's still... the normal number of days per expedition is still pretty fast.
Please join me in saying farewell to the
Yeah, look how
expedition
quickly
team.
that circle
They
fills.
may never come back.
Now, obviously, we could just start ripping up currently extant exhibits, right? We could just start throwing things in there. But I do need to maintain a large enough selection of well-decorated exhibits that all of the other stuff the mayor's looking for still scores out, and I really don't have a good sense what we're talking about.
But we don't
You know, like how much of everything do I need? I have no idea.
know what it is yet.
All right, sharp on tops goes in here. We can use one more of those. Do we want to just send? I was gonna send Dennis Murdoch over and over again for the level up. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Stick to the plan. And someday people will will come home from this other node, perhaps. In the interim, we're getting very rich. And I don't, unfortunately, really know what to do with it. I suppose continuing to build exhibits makes sense, and these are things where we do have knowledge already.
Attention.
I'd have to send people out to get materials, though, right?
Well, or otherwise digested. The museum is sorry, but not responsible.
Well, but interactives are things that we have full knowledge on, right? Yeah, give me, you know what? Give me some arcade machines. We know stuff about arcade machines. All right, back out there at least one more time.
The expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Got ourselves 12. So here's number 13. I should probably stop going to the same place over and over again at this point, because it is possible now to get skeletons where we're not going to be actually improving our exhibit knowledge. And I think deconstructing them would continue to push our enlightenment level, but we may as well be doing both, right? We can improve knowledge on our specific exhibits while also getting enlightenment levels. All right, people are back from the big trip to Withering Way. And what kind of horrible things have we found? Got some afterlife XP. We got lost in some caves for a while. And it's the beginning of a tap raptor skeleton. This prehistoric thief could take 300 steps a minute, all while keeping a particularly low profile. Once again, too scary to steal.
Expedition team have returned. Someone has gained afterlife XP. Call them life lessons.
I'm not really sure what afterlife XP even really means. So I mean, I would love to send us out here again. What was the node? It was this node over here, right? That required double rapid restoration. And this is also just dinosaur bones. I mean, at a certain point, we're going to have to accept that we must build a second dinosaur skeleton area, right? So since this area is all bones, we may as well go ahead and go speedy. Bill Eggman removed this event. Why is it showing him? Okay, I mean, whatever. Like we disabled the event with our collective level. But yeah, we may as well make this fast since we have the pilot for it and everything. Go give me some bones.
We're currently not taking donations. Not as many as we could.
All right, and we hope that this is not a sharp on top, so we hope it's the other one. Okay. Good, good, good.
This past weekend, I took a trip to the Lower Bullocks Turnip Emporium, a museum dedicated entirely to root vegetables. It's a fantastic establishment.
And indeed, that is the last point of knowledge that we're going to be able to get from that node at all. But that's a pretty good start. I mean, we could just do the same thing here, right? So here, we don't really need too much. Let's not send people who want to be... Let's not send people who are bad at travel. I will say one thing we're doing here for sure is we are depriving ourselves of
Some exhibits
prehistoric
above ground
experts
level.
in
What
the
are
museum.
those turnips hiding? That's what I want to know.
Analysis complete.
So we could potentially see some problems here while we're running 4 experts out to the outside world constantly.
Attention. The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye.
So this will get me to knowledge 14. Whatever this is will get me to knowledge 15. And here we're just hoping
Attention.
to construct a cool skeleton. The Unihornus. The beginnings of a Unihornus, without much of anything you'd recognize. The song of the Unihornus still reverberates with a prehistoric tune, entertaining to view. That's neat.
The expedition team have returned. Good for them.
Yeah, we could move some of these back
They may need
and
dislodging.
put... we have a little bit of space here, where it would not necessarily be weird to put down the... the bones that we're getting here, and they're the kind of sort of near the near the other bones and everything.
Requires restoration. It really is a shambles.
All right, go, 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 kids. So I don't exactly know. It will assemble the skeleton in my inventory, right? Even if we are just keeping the parts in our inventory.
Has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
There's some kind of thieving going on. I like one thing that is really nice for sure about my my sort of long path design for the museum is that standard thieves have a really long way to run after they mess with anything.
Anything good?
The special thieves obviously have their own rules for ingress and egress, which is why they are designed that way, I'm sure. Specifically so you can't do this to them.
Helicopter requires repair before next.
Alright. Got caught in a sandstorm, it looks like. The season changed while we were out, I think.
Next expedition. I'd really recommend it.
I don't think I need to manually call a janitor, but let's just make sure this happens as quickly as possible. A smorgasbordosaurus. Okay, I'm interested to see what that looks like when it's a little bit more completed. And then, you know what? We'll throw down our meat wizard machine just in here. It's just got an area where like there's not a ton going on. And we can even include some digital decorations. Not that we have access to a ton of them. Hey, check it out, everybody. This is the video game area where I keep the video games. And we can put up... What's the most video games? A lot of the space stuff has like buttons on it. That's pretty futuristic. Which you know, obviously we're gonna build the other machine here. I guess maybe do one of these down here as well to advertise to people who are down that way in case they don't know. Hey, there's video games to be had. And then we'll put up like a mega map here. Like, check this out. Look, there's science stuff out in the desert. That's not where we are now, but just so you know, so you're learning things about the world. Yeah, let's make the other meat wizard machine. And Flapidactyl skeleton will now go to maximum knowledge, which is good for us.
Exhibits are normal to someone.
And then once that's done, I think I am going to go ahead and call the mayor again. We'll see if we can get this process moving along.
Announcement. An exhibit needs
And in the meantime, continue working on these. So that is a team rank 25. I don't really need to be bringing all of these people on this. Just wondering, are we okay to still hit the values that we need over here if I do it that way? So we can bring Ava Champion, who doesn't like to travel. No, we're going to be at 19, right? Yeah. 19, and during the spring we have the collapses. So actually, let's just not send you out here right now. This is very close to unlocking, so we're going to get to see what that is soon. We have sent people out to these. We have these figured out. I'm wondering what it is that's preventing the unlock of whatever's over here. So it does seem like we should have more stuff revealed than we do, don't you think? It's very weird. Anyway, one thing we could be doing is setting up an expedition to... There you go. You cancel that snake charmer. Setting up a different expedition just out to somewhere that we know about for the purposes of pulling anything to just to feed to the garbage. So I'm going to make this speedy. We're 50-50. We'll only get one event, so there's 50-50 we get a positive event. And obviously we don't care about exhibit quality because whatever we get, we're just going to throw it into the knowledge-ifier.
Please excuse the exhibit.
And I'm feeling pretty good.
Pretending it's not
We're spending a lot of time really zoomed out, and you know that's a matter of efficiency and stuff. But like, there's a lot of very cool and also weird stuff going on in this. Yeah, pay satisfaction is miserable. You also want to be trained. We can do that. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in this museum, and it's very easy to lose track of that kind of stuff. I'm gonna pull you off of your tour. Actually, we're just gonna drop you right in the training room because you're right. We should be taking better advantage of your skills. Why don't you? I don't know. Pick up tour guidelines. You seem to like giving tours. Yeah, and if you lose the like tiny little texture stuff, I think you lose a lot of what makes the game really interesting. A lot of the cool little minutia design. As the sun beats down on the expedition crew, some of the team demand a break to soak up some rays. Okay, well, do it smart. Use your survey skills. The crew push on, eventually finding a nice shaded spot with a tasteful little pool. How nice. I still don't really know mechanically like what the effect of high morale is. Yep, I would love to show off your olive statue. I believe when we display the olive statue, it is treated as a thing that we have full knowledge about, right? Yeah, so that's handy. We're about to finish pulling this. I wanna bring the mayor in while we still have
Zero
that.
calories, zero cheese.
There's just like more objects that we have full knowledge on. Can only be good. Alright, the flapodactyl
Analysis complete.
has opened up. Stop Beaten and Dead Horse. This formerly well-populated area was civilized long before there was civilization, the birthplace and resting place of various ancient inventions. Base expedition time 53 days, yeesh. And beyond that, there is of course Ginormous Rock. Glad to have a double rapid restoration prehistory expert. We have to get 225 buzz from ancient inventions. Well, ooh, and there's another mystery here. Yeah, I think we can certainly try that. Let's see. I'm not even allowed to attempt to set up this expedition.
Restoration
I guess the
required on exhibit.
the helicopters are not actually ready to go.
It's
Alright.
no longer presentable.
Lonehenge into the knowledge of fire.
So, what's in the box?
What's in the box? The skull of the Smorgasbordosaurus. I have to be honest with you, that is a surprise to me. Okay, now we can talk about starting in on this new node. Oh, we've also unlocked Igneous Pass. The warm ground of this volcanic path has attracted guests for millennia, most of whom were washed away at drastically warmer temperatures. So I need a level 8 janitor, which I guess we don't have any of. I'm a little surprised about that. You can avoid being the damage from stepping in lava if only you know how a fire extinguisher works. So what do we need to dodge here? It would be cool if we could get to level 25. I mean, it would be cool if we could get a combined level of 40 in on this. I think I want to keep Bill back if possible. If we send Rolando, he deals with 2 of the events by himself. And then Stepped in Tar, we're just going to have to live with. Even if we don't need this, it does speed up the expedition. With that being 19. Okay, you got Globetrotter and then a security guard. Simon Eggnog, maybe? It's getting pretty decent levels. So that's got us at a team rank of 33. So stuff here is all ancient inventions. It's all stuff where the quality does matter. So I think I'm going to go survey scanner detailed. I know we get one more guaranteed exhibit quality if I put the cheese on instead. But then we also need the cheese again next time. Like if we actually get the place leveled up, it's a little bit better, I think. All right, 100 days.
If you're desperate for the toilet, it could be worse. You could have gone already.
I guess so. There's an exhibit collector coming by.
Expert required to restore exhibit. You're the expert.
So the reason I kept back our rapid restoration man, of course, was I figured we can keep working on this while we're waiting, and I don't know if it matters terribly who we bring at this point. I guess the camping spot thing does make you want to bring somebody with binoculars, and we are team rank 16 right now, so basically any janitor will do. I kind of want to bring Davina Mills, even though we don't need the pilot wings right now, just because Davina Mills is such a valuable travel janitor that it would be cool to push some extra levels and see if we can get another slot opened up. All right, go, go, go.
Don't do anything funny.
Go, go, go. Please don't announce to people that the camera room's offline. You know, I am going to hire another security guard. I do think we're a little short on guards, and I'm going to hire you directly into camera training. Especially with us occasionally sending guards out on missions. One more person who can operate the camera room means, you know, it's a little bit easier to collect all the donation bins and stuff. Okay. Mayor's doing the mayor's thing, and we are trying our level best to drive the general level of knowledge in the museum upward. There's only so much I can do,
Announcement.
but we're trying.
Caught in the act. What a bad guest. Electors are reminded that they don't have to buy something, but you probably will.
So I like to see a group of people, a family, I guess in that case,
Expert needed.
show up and leave with a bunch of 5-star ratings over their heads. That's pretty great. This is cool. I've not actually taken the time to look at this before.
Announcement.
All right, earned ourselves a strapped tusk, which is not much of a decoration, frankly. All right, I'm gonna worry about putting these things out once we actually have their bones finished. All right, Lonehenge has increased our knowledge even further. Sadly, not too full on that. We could still take another one. All right, we are continuing to go fast.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition. I'm sure you'll need it.
Somehow we have more, despite me having hired an extra body, we have more bins full than usual. Alright, there we go. A little bit more fun time right outside the cafeteria and everything. Do I need to immediately get on another project? We have so much money, it definitely feels like a waste not to. But we have a bunch of different ones. There are some guests who want to see 5 separate interactives.
Warning. Toilet facilities.
We definitely have some realization stations over here. Like,
For any inconvenience.
I think we're good on all of that, right? Yeah, all this stuff's going well except for...
You're the expert.
Let's see if the mayor stops being finicky with us. The ribcage of a smorgasbordosaurus, almost fits. This is not right. Y'all did not make this dinosaur correctly. I think I can say with some level of certainty that these bones do not fit together in this way. Well, I do want to put the thing out, and it is at maximum knowledge, remarkably. So yeah, let me try... Whoa, whoa. Calm down there, friend. Yeah, let me try doing something like this. Just pull these back. I'm gonna move this. Nope, trying to grab the banner. Move the banner out here and be like, hey, look, there's more science stuff over this way. Okay. Out of curiosity, if I did just try to tack that onto the end of the tour, what would happen? Yeah, our star rating goes down because it's too much walking. Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to disrupt the star rating of the tour.
Staff in need of medical attention. Thank you.
And you know, even though it is only one knowledge, it is also an ambered egg for 36k. Honestly, I don't need 36k.
Excuse the exhibit.
Honestly, actually, we're fine. So we still haven't finished the Unihornus. So here's hoping we get that instead of the other thing. And I think we're going to need like several pieces of the Unihornus, even.
Get out of their way.
Mir's visit is mostly complete. Gosh, I hope we did well enough here.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio.
All right, when we get our mail, we will know we have been judged.
It's time for some news, where Minister for Culture Tarquin Foxbridge is in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Foxbridge and other members of the department were videoed
So,
using a
knowledge is a thing that
priceless
persists.
vase
Well,
as a
hold on.
fondue pot for an unsolicited, after-hours scoff and quaff session. It remains to be seen what the consequences may be, but one thing's for sure, this won't be forgotten soon. Up next, something different.
Not happy. Oh no, this is a knowledge. This is a note about an incoming inspection. Okay. Still, Mayor's visit is not over yet. You're headed toward that ambered egg. That ambered egg that I do not have maximum knowledge about. Why? Why must you do that? Why can't you visit a thing we're a little more settled on? All right. Well, that is disappointing. But I was going to say, you know, knowledge persists across museums and stuff. So using some of these space exhibits,
Expedition.
I think, has been good for us because we have a fair amount of knowledge, I think, about some of them. Okay, so this one we're just selling, right? Because I don't, you know, we're already maximum knowledge. That's like fine. It's not what I would prefer to be doing. Yeah, but all of a sudden everything's in disrepair because I've been sending out a million experts all of the time. Let's just let things settle for a moment here. The lines for the arcade machines are crazy.
Restoration required on exhibit.
Maybe
It's
I
no
should
longer presentable.
build some more machines. The Frog-Leg language display is not an arcade machine, but it is kind of a similar size.
Vandals.
It's a similar delivery system.
We stopped them, obviously.
Yeah. Few exhibits at maximum knowledge. That's a real bummer.
Guests are stuck in the museum.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do about that. Like, are we better off not searching for new exhibits? I guess that's the case, right? Like, every new thing that we bring in is just tilting the balance further and further away. The Rock Lounge. Ancient Pointians walked so we could sit down. Makes you proud to do nothing. Well, you know what? This one's at its maximum knowledge, and it's contributing an additional +1 knowledge. That's pretty good. Okay, so this we would want to put into this area. This is the area where these kinds of things go. However, I have created a little bit of a situation here as far as the size of things goes. Could I... I mean, I could move this, right? There's no reason that this interactive has to be right here. Alright, what if we take the Flintstones Yabba Dabba Doo phone, pull it over to here, take this thing, and maybe also pull it over to here, and I'll move that stuff around a little bit in a minute. But obviously my point here is getting this tucked into the corner a little bit more. It really does feel like the Hanging Amber probably shouldn't have floor collision. Does this want to be... Yeah, I kind of want it to be out of the wall. Let's move the camera over to here, tuck this all the way into the corner. And then does that leave enough room for that to be opposed by the Rock Lounge? It sure does, without interrupting the function of any of the doors in the area. And then we can move this back over here. Probably put this... Honestly, maybe just like leave it against the wall here. That's, I think, okay. Put this kind of central. Still have the walkthrough position here. Now I have to figure out how I want this to be mounted. Boy, that doesn't look like it leaves a lot of walking space, does it? Yeah, maybe we do this, and like for real, you just gotta walk around this way. That's all there is to it. Okay, that's got the buzz of everything. Keeps everything together, keeps everything sorted.
On my trip to Turnip Town. Research suggests that plant life may be as much as 3 times more interesting than the animal kingdom.
Yes, these like little power cells
Botany is delicious.
we're
It's
unfortunately
beautiful.
not totally
It's
maxed out knowledge-wise
and
on.
it's terribly funny.
But that's
We
fixable.
have so much to learn from plants.
In fact, let's go ahead and fix it. Yeah, if we get a galactic bulb, we can break that up too. That's totally fine. And our galactic characters here are not doing anything important anyway. All right, 50-50 on whether we damage the helicopter. I'll take it.
Nothing from us.
And in the meantime, we will continue to try to pull the rest of this Unihornus skeleton. It's just a matter of luck. It's a matter of kind of frustrating luck at this point.
Requires medical attention.
Okay.
Not this again.
We're doing our best. This is a frustrating problem to have.
Needed to restore exhibit.
Just like
Thank you.
something needs to... We need to max out knowledge and we don't even really know how. Do we have knowledge increasing perks
Expedition
that I could
team
lay out?
leaving in a hurry.
We actually don't.
Safe.
Is there knowledge increasing food I could serve in the cafeteria? Looks like the answer is no. That's not a huge surprise. That'd be kind of a silly thing. Alright, frog leg language display.
Attention.
So we got a bunch of interactive displays here, and here, and here as you come out of that, and then here, and there's one over there. It feels like there's no particular area
Have returned.
that needs this.
Know more about wherever they went.
There, I guess. Really, that should go near space stuff, but whatever, it's all good. It really wants to be near a space exhibit, though, huh? Ugh, boggy men. Is this near enough? It is, but our decoration level is not totally ideal. So what's frog type? A lot of the frog items are really expensive to unlock. Where is a... Here we go. This is kind of frog-like. It fits. I've decided.
May taste cheap.
Alright, what kind of cool shit did we get from space? It turns out it's one of those.
That's because it is.
And over here we got... Alright, a little bit more of the Unihornus, the towering base. Just one more. So the bulb that we have down is pristine already, right? Yeah. Okay, good. We get a little bit more space knowledge going from that. Alright. All that stuff. Make it happen. Somebody else will have to repair the meat wizard machine. And space expert by yourself wants to resign. That's probably fixable. You know what, Teresa? Why don't you go handle this while I conduct some negotiations? Because I would love it if you did not resign. Space expert Warp Gray. How you doing, Warp? Actually, yeah, it's almost entirely paid to satisfaction. We haven't changed Warp's pay since hiring, I believe. So that's just, you know, it gets behind sometimes. Seems like Georgina White is having a pretty rough time as well. Pay satisfaction, not really a big deal, but also it's very easy to adjust. It's very easy to get the pay satisfaction up on people who aren't experts. But you would like a little bit of training. You know what? We can make that happen. I see no reason not to. Why don't you train in being a delight? There we go.
We ask that you remain crime-free while security takes a break.
Curious whether people are gonna get in here and test this thing out. I think that kid's thinking about it. He's walking back and forth. He's like looking for his opening. Okay, reward cache. That's all well and good. At some point, we're going to be able to comfortably afford a third helipad. And I'm not saying that I'm definitely going to do it when that happens, but...
The expedition team have returned with
you know what?
special.
Let's attract lots of professors. Try to drive the ambient knowledge in the environment up when the mayor arrives again. I'm not sure how effective that'll be, but...
Announcement.
Okay, the triangle... I think the triangle that we have in the environment actually isn't pristine. No, it totally is. Never mind. This still hasn't been
Announcement.
knocked out, but that's fine.
Museum should wait for help indefinitely.
We only have 2 space experts, and one of them was busy. They're both busy, actually. You know what, Gray, you're getting pulled out here because the other one's already headed down to the analysis room. Stop giving that to her. Stop making me money, and instead, go try to capture some weird space alien artifacts so that we can reduce them to wireframes in the style of our people.
The expedition team are back from the bone belt.
The thing about wireframes that's great is that you can see right through them. You can grasp every vertex. And once you've done that to something, how's anyone going to argue you don't really know it, right? All right, so we got ourselves a Unicornus. It looks like it's kind of big. Oh, it's bigger than I thought it was. How to rectify? Because that is quite a big fucking critter. Can I move this? Okay, we can get that all the way into the back. Take the beautification ray down to here. This thing's kind of awkwardly placed. Okay. Then we move you a little further forward. I don't want to block the terrain too much, but I do want to like suggest the direction of the new thing. If I do that, it's gonna fuck up the beautification. We can move this door to this wall, thus allowing us to tug this thing all the way back against this wall. Okay. And we're all good this way. You are missing a dino head, and also you just are not. You are considered not to have any decoration around you at all, which we will have to fix. What if even more exhibits? You love a good dino head, and who doesn't really? It is one of the silliest decorations. Do we want to throw another dino head down just kind of for the sake of having a good time? You know what? Over here. And then let me put up a little banner over here that's like, hey, folks, if y'all want to see some more dinosaurs, let me tell you something. We got them. This area is going to need its own little knowledge board. Yeah, maybe right there. Maybe that's perfect. You're covered by that one, of course. And perhaps another... People are going to think I'm greedy, but then they're going to see all this shit and they're going to be like, oh, actually, it's amazing. Actually, what value? Dinosaur foot decals. Yeah, maybe like from the... from the contraption, from the science banner to the contraption zone. And then like a little bit more science stuff here for this guy. What if there were gears on this wall? There we go. Okay, we've created another tiny exhibit region that actually flows, I think, kind of naturally off of this one, since you have to walk around to this side to get into the cafeteria. What it does not do is necessarily maintain a lot of knowledge for us. But I'm trying to fix some other exhibits first.
When others get you down. When you just can't.
So we could snap back here and try to grab Unicornus skeletons. Yeah, I think at this point, like we don't need to grab new exhibits anymore. We need to grab exhibits that we've seen already. So I probably don't bother with the natural spirits here. Yeah, I think we go back here. And I don't know that it matters terribly who we send. Everybody's on restoration, nobly, I would say. It's good for all of y'all. I guess we can do this. This place still doesn't actually have a very good survey level. It's sort of remarkable considering. I am noticing that I am not.
People.
I'm out of survey scanners. The team is on course to cross paths with an unspecified alien fleet. How do we handle this? Well, we could avoid them, but that doesn't seem like the best way to gain knowledge, which is the only thing we care about in the universe right now, so, I don't know, take us to your leader? Turns out aliens can be friendly. They fit your vessel with advanced engines. Hey, what about go fast? Had you considered?
Isolated destinations to choose from. We'll get you far away for total isolation and soul nourishing.
It's been a while since we've needed to put in an order for more of those.
Go away,
Show me something cool.
Voted recluses get
Okay, circles. Circles we do need to do one more destruction of, so that works. It's a shame that wasn't pristine, because we could have replaced this one. But whatever, it's fine. Anomalies were active. Space exhibits are well decorated. Most space exhibits were in good condition, but few had active buzz bonuses because damn holograms. You know, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. There's only so much you can do. All right, so we're now going to be at maximum knowledge on the cells. One more galactic bulb would let us max that out as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pursue that. We'll give this one shot. I'm not gonna do it like over and over and over again.
Attention, the expedition team are leaving now. Please
Does
say goodbye.
feel like maybe we don't have enough people who know how to do marketing. Because the marketing office is empty a lot. Assistants. Who has space? Jeffrey? I mean, he's the kind of... You probably want to be able to take that dude out to adventure, though, right? Let's get Dwayne Punia. We want Dwayne working in the cafeteria, if possible, though. It's already very good with people. Alright, I guess, like, y'all. You. Learn a thing or two about marketing. Become competent.
Back. A miracle given the state of the helicopter.
Alright, I'm a little worried about the Boggyman situation. I know we have good security guards, and I know we have good, good camera coverage and stuff, but I really don't want to lose something valuable. Okay, it looks like they've stopped targeting us. Did we get lucky? We did. Alright. So after we finish deconstructing this and then deconstructing the bulb, I'm going to send out for... Oh no, we need even one more bulb. Jeez. It takes a lot of these things. Well, I mean, while I'm waiting, let's just see, why don't we? Because I want to get maxed out on another thing or two, and then give the mayor one more shot before we end the episode, you know? I would love to hit the 5-star, or at least close this box, and come back next episode with some new stuff to focus on.
Attention, thieves have been prevented from escaping. Phew.
All right, excellent work from our what's it called? Oh, hey.
Good luck to our team departing on an expedition.
It's probably worth just burning this stink plant too, right? Like, I thought I had set the stink plant aside because we were at max knowledge on those, but
Team have returned from a
absolutely not the case, it turns out. I was just trying to generate as much buzz as possible. All right,
helicopter is the giveaway.
that's cool. We're learning more stuff here. Cheese mining cart is a fun decoration. Okay, so this celestial cell is we're all good on. This one we're all good on. We can set you to maximum. I'm going to stop sending out my space experts for a minute. Let's call a janitor up. Okay, our assistant is just finishing training. Yeah, I don't know. It might behoove us to even have one more space expert running around.
The museum.
Ah, shit. The Mulchamatic's on fire. So we do. I know that I have janitors with fire extinguisher skill. Janitor singular. That's not very fucking safe. Scotty Fromage. Bad training speed, but good movement speed. No, not sweep litter. Like train. Okay. What a nightmare. Daisy, please learn how to use the fire extinguisher. Is so bad at training that she just assumes that can't be what I'm asking of her.
Expert required to restore exhibit. You're
Okay.
the expert.
On it as quickly as possible. Show me something I can max out on? Indeed. And our existing one of those is already pristine, right?
Retrieved
Yeah.
from thieves. No one takes ours.
There's enough room in here for another one of these, right? Oh no, just barely not. So close. Is the problem here the I don't think it's a trash can. I think the problem here is the other deconstructor triangle is too... Or it just says item already placed. I guess the idea is you can only have one of those per deconstruction room. So if I want another one, I need to build another room for it. It does seem like it might be worth it. Ah, the beautification beam's on fire. What the hell is going on with everything all of a sudden? Look how shocked he is. Can you believe it? Alright, you're on the way, but I'm going to teleport you anyway.
Staff requires medical attention.
I will say that I appreciate his initiative. I appreciate his jump to it. I also am a little surprised that that is the first time, I believe, that we've seen any of our
Times.
constructed contraptions catch fire, which is pretty weird.
Announcement. Vandal caught in the act.
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard to just throw like a room in here, right? That's a big enough space, I believe. This is like very half-assed. Yeah. We can turn up the analysis power later. Okay, so throw that in there, unpause, and then
That requires
while that's running,
I'm pretending it's
sorry,
not
not edit room, but add items to room. 10% analysis power. Here's some
Thieves
databases.
have been prevented from escaping.
Here's a big map on a wall. An analysis microscope. We're going to throw some old crates in the corner. because that's very cool. It's got that very Indiana Jones kind of vibe. Obviously, a garbage bin for in case you need to throw away whatever it is that we produce here when we analyze. Get extra garbage all over your hands. Yeah, you can just only place one of them in such a room, no matter the size of that room. That's bananas to me. Maybe they output an unsafe level of radiation.
Staff should seek medical attention in the museum before going to a hospital.
This is a level 4 analysis room right here. And then some of these. I figured it would only be a matter of time before the sprinkler pump caught on too, because we didn't build that long after everything else. Well, good job everybody. Way to keep things under control for the most part.
Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Okay, so one analysis completed. Oh, we're 3 of 5 on the galactic pole, 3 of 4 on the galactic pole, but I thought we needed. Well, okay, whatever. Go ahead and do that.
Announcement. An exhibit needs restoring. Typical.
And then stink plant apparently is a thing we could use one more of. So the stink plant was from. No, that's flagon fruit and fancy and dancing tree. Is the stink plant over here? Yes. And I think the Nibbledon skeleton wouldn't be a terrible find either, actually. So let's grab you to fight off the Monobeast nest, and then I guess Rolando can handle all of that, and we can just let Rowan run his tour. Cedar could go with you. It is the wet season, sadly. We don't have an expert. No, we don't. I should train somebody in flying the helicopter. Well, only one of these events is going to happen. We probably won't get the helicopter one. But also, let me actually train. Let me actually train one of our experts in flying the helicopter, and it should be a prehistory expert. Meaty Skeleton Smith. Go earn your wings. Put in some time on the simulator, my friend.
Not permitted today. Tomorrow.
And then over here, I wish that we could get I wish we could get on mouse over information about, you know, how many levels of knowledge a thing can have, and they could be giving us a lot more data. The survey level here is like really bad, right? Yeah. I would actually like to pull something of a higher level here because of the fact that we could burn the cave painting that we already have, which is low tier. All right, and that'll give us time to unmake the things that we are currently unmaking, and then hopefully this will do it. I really do not like this this thing where we have to just approach an unknown value like this. Something interactive. Tuna forks. I mean, the tuna forks don't really have much to do with the theme of the museum. You know, the placing a close encounterer over here somewhere is perfectly reasonable, I think. And that's another thing that we automatically have full knowledge on. All right. I think it's a really good museum, and I think that the mayor is being too hard on us, frankly.
Guests asking scientific questions will be given our best theories.
So what else do we have in here? We have a stink plant that we definitely do want to
Analysis complete.
throw
Collective
in.
knowledge has increased.
Oh, we did get a plus knowledge perk. Also, another one of these cool lamps. So where do we want to throw a plus knowledge perk? I guess it doesn't really matter. You get a plus knowledge perk. Ah. Why is the Multimatic why is this thing on fire again already? Okay. Daisy's on the way, but Daisy's also halfway across the museum.
Harrison Wolf on 2.1.
Also, I think that the presence of the sprinkler pump should dramatically reduce the likelihood of
That in times gone
meaningful
goodbye,
fires.
I'd do a show. The broadcast would end, and it would be gone. Nowadays,
You know, it's putting out a lot of water into the air, is all I'm saying. Things are less likely to catch fire if they're wet. Okay, so when we pull this apart, that'll max out our
places,
our flour there.
kind of trippy. But I hope you're having a good day, wherever and whenever you are.
There's a crate.
Okay, yep, lots of vandals and criminals
Also good news.
captured. Okay, janitor got on that one before I even had time.
Sometimes there's no smoke without fire. This is one of those times.
I appreciate them, you know, being competent. I don't appreciate the level of
Restoration required on exhibit.
maintenance incompetence that is leading to the shit all catching fire. So where was the... I mean, we should knock this out, right? So we want to hit a level of 15, ideally. Yeah, that'll work. And then we may as well just first aid kit the other thing. Yeah, go to it.
Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one takes our stuff.
I don't remember what I was saying. I'm pleased with the I'm pleased with the janitors who are putting out the fires. I'm a little less than pleased with the science experts who are not maintaining the things in the first place. Is it science expert singular? It is science expert singular. I guess that's kind of a lot to put on one person. Just keep everything in good shape at all times.
Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Alright, we learned about cheese ore. And we're going to learn about disassembling these stink plants. Okay. Not bad. So let's just go ahead and... Can I place this directly into the other machine? Yeah, the other machine has just become empty. Then just slot that right back into the same spot. You want to be near a prehistory spear. I don't think... No, we don't quite have that yet. But we will. Yep, stink plant was deconstructed and is getting further deconstructed still.
Botany exhibits are maintained by our experts.
So you then just send one person here real quick. Yeah, it doesn't much matter. Just get me something.
Announcement. The expedition team are in a rush. Get out of their way.
I know I'm just like delaying before pressing the button, but I do think that it is a good idea to make sure that we have this stink plant figured out first. Where's the... I guess it's every side? Every side is the interaction side here. You are not near any botany exhibit. That is certainly true, but your decoration level is also not maxed out. Would you like another one of these lamps? Actually, yes. Yes, that works just fine. Okay, so once we finish deconstructing the plant, we'll go ahead and go. Got a school trip incoming. We're making crazy money.
Learn anything good?
And we've unlocked Scruffy Bluff. Where the air is thin and the clouds are beneath you for some reason, things can get strange and unsafe in a hurry. And that's before mentioning the volcano. So there is an ancient invention up here and a mountainous plant. And beyond that, Cloutroot Crag. The altitude makes an already treacherous trail a downright bad idea. Travel with safety, and preferably not at all. Well, I mean, we have the kinds of people necessary to clear that. I kind of just want to open everything up, honestly. What is taking so long for the thing to start here? Let's see here, botany. We've earned another kind of small flower that we can put on the ground. Who would have thought? So, we have an MIA that requires a tent. Pretty easy to beat. And then we just want levels at this point. Yeah, we could... is this the maximum level we can bring? We don't have survival skills on any of our other people. Because we're so close to having slippery ice canceled out by our level, and then just med-kitting the stepped in lava. As it is, there's no sense in bringing a first aid kit because we're guaranteed to get an injury anyway, so we may as well just bring the journal.
Are thrilled with the price of the cafe. Should we be happy
Okay,
about
we finally have analysis going on in both of the analysis rooms. Okay, that's one that we can
expert needed to restore exhibit?
get a maximum level on. Doing my best over here. Okay, and I don't know, you go fast. Part of me almost wants to build a third analysis room. God, this analysis is taking forever. Okay, you were assigned to it, but you weren't actually working on it until like this very moment. As your team rushes to catch the helicopter with the exhibit, a giant twister approaches from the horizon. Double time, make a shelter, or we fly when we fly. I'm not sure what this means in this context. You know what? Just make a shelter, survive it. It's an extra day on the expedition time.
School trip approaching.
It's a lot better than the exhibit being damaged in transit, which would give us, I'm assuming, -1 quality. Alright, stink plants are now maximum. And we can do the same thing with left footprint fossils, which we do have one of on display.
Has increased.
That's the wall. I thought that was the stink plant. And you just got to keep wondering, like, how many is enough? How many is enough? All right, that is what I was hoping to see.
To restore exhibit.
And
Thank you.
we've unlocked the ability to place prehistory spears. So if we place another cave painting in here, that's another thing that'll go to maximum. And we can just drop off a quick spear right next to this thing to hit its buzz bonus. What's your deal? You're a Wetlantian. Fliss Pike Diver. Well, you've had your dream visit, and also you are fucking high on buzz bonuses. Like, we do generate a lot
Most talkative sources.
high value bonuses here.
Technologies are toying around with dinosaur bones, looking to make themselves a genuine prehistoric reptile. Will this
Now, obviously, part of the problem with this, part of the reason it takes so long for this thing to get serviced, is that it takes a really long time for
serious
the expert to even get over here.
Myself are on the case.
Okay, here we go. So when these two finish, that's 2 more exhibits that are at maximum knowledge, and then I'm going to hit this button. Oh,
Announcement. Staff in need of
and we've unlocked yet another node on the map. Got ourselves a minor injury doing so.
Thank you. The expedition team.
2 new nodes, actually. With an ideal balance of sunshine and rainfall, high-quality volcanic soil, and the natural windbreak of the surrounding hills, you couldn't design a more fruitful patch of land in a lab, or even a simulation. Probably. Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how this kind of like becomes almost exclusively a botany map as things go on. I guess they're continue to sprinkle it with dinosaur bones. The royalty of the prehistoric world retired to rule reclusively when none of the other species would follow them towards the great volcano. They were the first to go when it erupted, of course. So we have, at this point, pushed a lot deeper. We're opening things up. Still don't have 225 buzz from Ancient Inventions. I kind of want to send a team out on this. I'm real curious about this. So we need plant camouflage, and I think we still have some. Minimum rank 5. Let's bring the Globetrotter. You and your happy feelings. And then... Okay. And we could potentially here... Oh, I don't actually have any... I made mulch, didn't I? Maybe I spent all my mulch?
With an injury. Someone has a case of broken face.
Do we have the tools for plant camouflage? No.
No climbing on bones, fossils, or
Okay, so I would have to go get a plant thing and then mulch it, which we absolutely can do. Somebody's coming to evaluate our botany collection. I think our botany collection's really good. Okay, security signal boost, not really super relevant, I think. So yeah, I guess I would go to like here, just someplace where we're guaranteed to get a plant, and also an illness if we don't use a surveyor. This place always gives you, it also gives you an MIA, so we probably want to be careful about that. Where's one of these spots that's It's all plant life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Obviously. Easy. Bring back something, and the wet season's a little awkward. Okay, we're pretty likely to get interfered with, but maybe we'll just have that perfect excavation. You never know.
Requires medical attention. Not this again.
Okay, we're still holding on to the Tap Raptor, so as soon as this is finished, or even maybe slightly before, because it'll take a while for
Planning to go faster.
the mayor to get around.
Fingers crossed.
So what do I want y'all doing while we're doing this? We probably don't want to add any new exhibits. I think that I feel fairly safe on. So I think we probably want this to be Rolando. We'll just deal with stepped in tar. Yeah, Rob, you go out there. Trevor, go with him because you got Globetrotter. And then we could do the cheese. If we do cheese and then we do detailed, we get 2 of these events. It's pretty good. We might even get the positive ones.
Knowledge has increased.
All right, call the mayor one more time. Let's hit it. Hopefully our goods won't have time to, or our exhibits won't have time to decay with all the experts that we just sent out. We unlocked Cave Gray. What an incredible painting scheme. Oh, next up is like a desert mural. That's actually
These
potentially
have been
useful.
Prevented from escaping. Few.
All right. Repairing the entertainment station. We've got some dudes getting marched out.
Team are
This is terrifying.
good feeling about this one.
Yearly inspection from the Department of Culture is coming out. We don't really care about that, I don't think. This is just something for the mulcher, or rather, this is something to replace the one that we already have, which is what's going in the mulcher. It's pretty handy. Pretty cool that that happened. How are you doing on Buzz? Do we have your thing, Matt? We do. Okay. Alright, so we get some mulch. We'll make some plant camouflage. Who knows if we'll actually use it, because obviously this mayor's visit is going to be the one. But while we're waiting for this mayor's visit to be the one, does this have... Okay, this isn't nearly as bad. Plant camouflage can be used here, but it's certainly not necessary. So Rowan and Hugh and just like people who are good at levels. We're looking at edible plants here, so the survey level does matter. 123 days. Youch. Okay, 2 of these events will happen. Hopefully we don't get anybody inflicted with mono beasts.
Museum before going to a hospital.
And the mayor's visit will probably be done well before they're back.
Announcement. Analysis.
The time scaling of a lot of things doesn't really rankle if you don't think about it, but the amount of time people spend in the museum is
Please join
fucking
me in
crazy.
farewell to the expedition team. They may never
Like, here's some people who are near the end of their visit. How long have you been in here? When did your visit begin? August 13th. Is that over a year? Is that... It doesn't. They don't have years attached, but May 6th arrived. Here's some August. Here's some October, November. Yeah, been inside of the museum for well over a year at this point, and having a great time by all accounts. It seems like everybody loves it. It's interesting how much Yetis like to get abducted. I wouldn't have thought that.
Announcement. Stolen exhibit has been retrieved from thieves. No one
But listen, people are allowed to have more than one thing about them. You think about a guy as, oh, he's the guy he's hairy and he likes it when it's cold. But also he has interests. He's got a fantasy football team. He plays Warhammer 40K. The hell else is he going to do up there, right? And so we just wait eagerly for the mayor to tell us what we already know, which is that our museum is totally bitchin'. Absolutely the best, y'all. If I throw up, the exhibit knowledgeifier, we still mostly don't have maximum knowledge, but we have a much better sort of spread of max values. We've really pushed a lot of stuff up, and then also pulled in a number of things where 1 is the maximum value, which is handy. All right, I was gonna be making mulch. I mean, make me 300 days worth of plant camouflage. I got 10 mulch. Let's use it all. Maybe that's foolish. Mayor's visit is at 100%. Just check it out, that time portal one more time. Hey, look at how knowledgeable y'all are about this time portal. And the time portal, I think, does link back to here.
And again.
Come on.
If you need more cash and fewer questions, then you need...
Aha!
A special piece of news today, as our very own 2 Point Museum has been recognised as a world-class facility. Will this usher in a new and enlightened age in 2 Point County? Well, perhaps. Personally, I'm just hoping to receive some slightly better questions. For more measured, withered optimism, stay tuned to 2 Point Radio.
Yeah, they let you build over just an absolutely huge area. A crazy huge area. And it's hard for me to imagine what you would do with all that space. We didn't even actually go onto a second lot with this museum. A world-class museum in the heart of the county is quite the achievement for the Department of Culture and, by extension, you. We've done a wonderful job, and you certainly, played something with it. Celebrate this success as if it were your own, because it literally was. Hooray. All right, I'm feeling pretty fucking jazzed about that. I also I don't even have this view open. Why don't show me this? Oh, when the star thing happened, I was holding an object is what happened here. Yeah, once we place down this, there we go. Okay, problem solved. So, great news, everybody. Now we are moving on to our Curator Class 9 exam, which requires us to, if you can believe it, receive 5 additional stars. Our botany rating was exceptional. Good condition, active buzz bonuses, well decorated. The mayor says, yeah, absolutely delighted as well. Plenty of exhibits at maximum knowledge, all exhibits well decorated. I wonder if, I'm assuming it's looking for a number of exhibits at maximum knowledge, not a percentage of your total exhibits. We were given $50,000. Which is cool, except that we probably would. My plan is not to come back to this museum, so who knows if we'll ever need it. But there we are, Curator Class 8. We are fucking crushing it. 300 kudos. So we need to receive 5 more stars across all of our museums. We still have not taken on the Grand Pointy Mountains here, and we will. We will. But before we do that, I do want to wrap up these last 2. And this will get us to exactly Curator Class 9. So we have the Whalon Lodge to pursue, and then also the Space Museum, which I thought we were done with, but I guess not. I forgot that we were not done with it yet. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think I've held off my dessert long enough here. We're going to do that. It's no suspense. When you come back next time, we're going to Wayland Lodge. I want to play with the ghosts. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return, it's going to get real seasonally appropriate around here. And we'll see you then.